You can't take me serious right now. This is the J versus Trail podcast.
I'm not going to comment on
We're listening to Hey Nana by Maggie Corner, I think that's how you pronounce her name, featuring David Shaw of the Revolutionists. I thought this was a good song.
genres besides R&B and hip hop.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Okay. Wow, okay.
I'm just saying.
I listen to more than just R&B and hip hop. That's just where my first love is. Well, gospel's where my first love is, but
You did like the New Respects. You should listen to their album when you get a chance.
okay. Yeah, I haven't listened to that yet. But
Yeah, they're really good.
Okay.
That's the band you posted on our page.
Right. Yes. I knew that. Why don't you tell us about that was a good concert for you?
That was a great concert. I mean, wasn't that many people there, but that's I think that's more. Apparently it's a festival that Charlotte puts on during the summertime, and they have different local artists. Well, they're not local artists, but I guess different artists come and play in the new tent that they got out there in the park.
I thought I was playing it off well that I didn't know who you was talking about. But yeah, so Jay was at this concert and I posted a picture of him on Instagram where he was cheesing with the New Respects. And they're an R&B group or
No, they're pop, soul, and rock.
Okay. Got it.
And mix all those put together.
They're African American, right?
Yeah.
Which means
From
that they're
Nashville,
R&B.
Tennessee.
That means they're R&B.
Why?
You know how it is.
They're not.
Tracy Chapman even has been
I
put in the
would
R&B
put her in the
category. She's been put in the R&B category because she's black. That's what I'm getting at.
But her music is not R&B. Though.
It's not, but she's black. I agree with you, but I'm just saying that's what the music industry does. If you're black, it doesn't matter what type of genre of music you really sing and perform. They try to still sneak the R&B title on you. But I agree with you. Tracy Chapman is not an R&B artist, but I've seen it places before with her categorized as an R&B artist, and I know she's not R&B. Cause I know, like I said, I know a lot of Tracy Chapman music, thanks to my mother, who annoyed the heck out of me with her music. But then I learned to love it because I love the messages, and it was something different than what I normally listen to.
Yeah, that I'm Ready song. I'm Ready off the what album was that? This one with the flower.
New Beginnings.
That.
Yeah.
That's such a great song.
Yeah, I love that song. I'm ready to let the rivers wash over.
It's like like a meditating, think about life type song right there. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. A lot of her songs are like that. So this is going to have to be. Whew, I'm gonna have to cut some of this. No, we're gonna keep it. But we're supposed to be talking about Pink, her new album, Hurts to Be Human.
Yeah, let's get into that. It must hurt to be human because that album cover is horrible.
Thank you.
I mean, for those of you, y'all can go on Google, Wikipedia, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to music at. And when she released the album cover, I said, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah,
That's
funny.
I can see the pain in that picture right there just from looking at that album cover.
That's funny. When we were talking before we started recording, I took another glance at the album cover and I was like, I'm gonna cut Jay off before he start talking and talk about the album cover. So we're definitely on the same page there. That album cover sucks. Like I don't like it. I think this was an opportunity for her to do something really creative with her album cover, being that it's called "Hurts to Be Human."
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I think she missed the mark there.
I don't know who gave this the green light at the record label. RCA, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. I mean, y'all already fucking up with Normani, but that's another conversation for another day. We're gonna talk about.
Sorry, and I played the wrong one.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, where the hell did that come from? Like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, wait.
I played the wrong one.
Yeah, we definitely got to edit this out.
No, it makes it funny. All right. Let's
back to this horrible album cover that we're talking about. Pink's "Hurt to Be Human." I was hurting for her when I saw this album cover. It kind of made me not want to listen to the album. I mean, this is the reason why I didn't listen to Kalani's last album, not her most recent one, but the one with where she was holding herself or some shit with the short hair.
But that album's good though. I do agree that the album cover sucks, but that album is good, and the last one is really good.
Yeah, the last one is
Shout
good.
out to Kalani for being dope. Except for some of her album covers.
Yeah, if you need a new creative design, I mean, we can get you hooked up with another one. I know it's a music industry. There's plenty of them out there that could have done a way better job than that. But Pink's lead singles leading into this album, I was not impressed with them. She started off with "Walk Me Home." I thought it sounds like something I've heard before. That another artist could have done that song and it still would have been just as generic as that song was. But it was very bland, and Pink is better than this.
I mean, I hear you, but I think Pink has a distinct sound, and I feel like she tried to stay true to that. And I don't really see a problem
What's
with that.
What's distinct about that?
I mean, it's "Walk Me Home." I think that song is very true to Pink, like her,
the lyrics.
Post R&B, pop rock Pink. I think that the singles in this album, it carries on that same kind of feel, that vibe that she gives, that pop rock feel. And so I like the single. Did it do well?
It didn't.
I didn't. Yeah,
I didn't see it
think
nowhere
so.
in the top 40 on the Hot 100. So.
Oh, Lord, let me verify.
Dang,
you're right. It peaked at 49 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, the radio hasn't picked up on the song,
but it went silver in the UK.
Yeah, her fan base is bigger overseas, like especially Australia. They love her over there.
It went gold in Australia and gold in New Zealand. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that song charted well, better over there than it did over here. Cause
was "Hustle" the second single?
I think "Hustle" was a promotional single.
Okay.
But that was a little bit better, but I still wasn't. Like, it was alright. It wasn't.
I thought "Hustle" was a good way to start the album, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. But overall, this album was very. I will say this is. I guess it's safe to say this is my least favorite Pink album.
Okay.
I thought "Beautiful Trauma" was a okay album too, but I feel like "Beautiful Trauma" was way better than this one.
Okay.
This album is more on the slow side. I mean, a lot of ballads. But I feel like it does fit the concept of the "Hurts to Be Human."
Yeah.
The songs like "My Attic" and the standout tracks for me were "90 Days" featuring, I want to say Rebel.
WRABEL.
I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but
however you pronounce it.
That was a great collaboration. They sound great on that record.
I did like 90 Days.
"My Attic" was a good one. I did not like "Can We Pretend." I wanted to pretend that song wasn't on the album. It should have been left off the album.
My man Ryan Tedder co-wrote that.
I know, I'm surprised. Like, he's a better songwriter than that.
I need to listen to that one again. I thought from first listening that one was okay though. You didn't like it?
That whole
What didn't you like about it?
it gave me a felt like she was going the Calvin Harris route with that, like
What's
pump
wrong
your
with that?
fist up.
That's Pink.
She
That's
put
her.
out way back.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I
songs
agree.
like "So What" or
Right.
that's better than this song.
I agree. But what's wrong with including that on this body of work? I do remember that song now. I thought that song fit well with this body of work. I wouldn't release it as a single, but
It's
you know.
too generic.
So you want her? What would you have liked Pink to do with this album? Because it sounds like that's kind of been your thing. Is that it's too generic?
No, the album is overall. I think it's a good album. I think
Just
a
her.
lot of people were actually being more harsh than what I am on this album.
Really?
Saying how bad it was.
But it's just not. So to you though, even though you think it's a good album, it's her. Out of all of her albums, this is the worst.
It's probably her worst album today.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think this is gonna be her worst selling album to date as well.
Well, I think that's indicative of.
Well, yeah, with the streaming and the album sales and all that.
But shout out to her. It did go number 1.
Yeah, it did.
It dropped to number 6 this week, but it was.
And it's
went
gonna
number
continue
1.
to drop. But I mean, at least with Beautiful Trauma, she had "What About Us," which was another generic single. But she made up for that with the Beautiful Trauma as the second single, which is a way better song. And I'm mad it didn't do that well in the charts. But the album itself, it did like 3 million worldwide in sales, so which is a good number.
I mean, yeah. But generic, I guess generic works. It sells. Generic in your opinion. Because I don't necessarily...
You like that song, the What About Us song?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay, my point exactly.
Yeah, but... it wasn't one of her best songs, but I mean, I thought it was smart to release it as a single.
Yeah, I guess. But what I will say, back to the standout tracks, is "Courage" is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album.
Cora by Sia.
Sia is written all over that, just by
Mm-hmm.
the background vocals, the chorus,
Yeah.
that I think that's a great song. I love the harmonies in it, the melody,
Yeah.
the message of the song. I love it. It sounds great. Sia sounds great on it.
Wait a minute, Sia sings on it?
She sounds background.
Oh, she
I
sings
can hear her in
background.
the background.
You can hear her in the
You
background.
can tell.
Okay.
Just by listening to it.
Okay.
Love Me Anyway with Chris Stapleton, another standout track. That single actually did well on the iTunes charts.
Maybe she should release it as a...
I thought it
As a
was going to be a
single.
single, but nothing's been confirmed yet. But
Release it as a single Pink.
that's
That song is good. I remember
yeah.
during my listen through that.
And Chris Stapleton, he's a
That's good.
big artist too now. So I mean,
Yeah.
those two
It'd be smart to release
mixing
it.
country and pop, I think that was a great collaboration. Circle Game was another standout track.
You got a lot of standout tracks.
I just gave you 3.
I don't know. I guess.
I mean, you forgot about the bad ones I just mentioned.
What about the song she did with Khalid? What do you think
I
about
forgot
that one?
about that one.
Supposed to be
yeah.
human.
That's a good track. I like that one.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I was surprised at that collaboration, but they sound good on it together.
I'm not that surprised by the collaboration. I think sonically, that doesn't surprise me. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it because he's black?
No, it has not. I just never thought Pink and Khalid would do a song together. Khalid's been collaborating more with like Ty Dolla $ign and Billie Eilish, who I still don't get why people are so hyped about this girl, but
Khalid is very versatile though, so
Yeah.
that's why it didn't really surprise me to see him with Pink. And I think Pink is one of those artists who she doesn't just collaborate with anybody.
Yeah. She picked certain artists.
She you know. Yeah. She's that girl. You don't want to cross her. Remember back in the day with the Lady Marmalade.
It's funny people keep talking about that because Maya claims nothing was going on.
Really?
Unless they were just in the studio 2 different times. And
Maya don't know what she's talking about. That's what I think.
You think Maya doesn't know what she's talking about?
Yes. Look at Maya.
Okay, don't talk about my girl Maya like that.
I love Maya. She's sexy. She's had a good career. Relatively.
We'll talk about that.
But I don't think she was privy to the conversations that Pink had, especially in that day and age. You know, nobody was listening to Maya. They just got her in and made her record some stuff. But I think Pink had a bigger voice, and I think that I believe the story that, I mean, she just strikes me as that person to be like, you just have Christina singing everything. All of us can sing type thing. I definitely believe that story. I just think that Maya just wasn't privy to all of that. But she reaped the benefits of it. Because
she got a Grammy off of it, so.
Yep, her only one, right? Why you look down like that? I'm just stating facts.
Apparently that's Pink's only Grammy too, so.
No, Pink got another Grammy.
For what?
I think she got a Grammy for
Never mind, she got one for the
Imagine
album.
Right? She did a song called, she did Imagine with India.Arie and some other artists. I thought she got a Grammy for that.
She got one for that Try This album, that album that apparently flopped. It got a Grammy. I forgot what category it was in. But.
She's won 3 Grammys.
Okay.
Don't come for Pink like that. She only won.
Look, I'm a Pink fan. Like I said,
doesn't sound like it.
Her last great album to me was the Truth About Love album. That was an amazing album. That's the album with Just Give Me a Reason.
That song is.
Are We Are. Should have been a single, and easily could have went #1 if a video was put together and it was pushed to radio, but it wasn't.
You know what Pink needs to do?
What?
Next.
What?
I thought about this the other day. She needs to perform at the Super Bowl.
I've been saying that for years.
Like, she has the freaking discography to do that.
She has plenty.
And like anthem type songs, like come on. That's perfect for the Super Bowl.
Raise Your Glass. I could see her.
Yeah.
Performing all these hit songs.
And she's an amazing performer.
Yeah. I want to see her live, but she charged way too damn much for my tickets.
She has every reason to.
She charged me more than Justin Timberlake and Janet. I'm like,
dang, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, she got reason to charge more than Justin Timberlake.
Okay, you haven't seen Justin Timberlake in concert.
I
go to concerts all the time, and
Justin of course
Timberlake is the best concert I've been to out of everybody.
Well, you know what? I take that back. You're right. Justin.
He's an entertainer.
And of course, Justin is a bigger artist than she is. So yeah, I agree.
Even though his Super Bowl performance was horrible, but
it was not horrible.
His VMA performance was better than his Super Bowl performance.
I wouldn't say that. I'm in the minority, but I thought that Justin Timberlake did a decent show. The only thing I really, really hated about Justin Timberlake is what he did to Janet in that performance. Well, why was that even necessary to bring that up? He did a subtle hit at the debacle that happened.
You talking about when he was performing with Janet?
Yeah, he pretty much did a subliminal, like. You didn't remember that?
I remember her. I mean,
when he was, I think it's when he performed. What's the song when he said "I'ma have you naked" by the end of the song?
Yeah, right.
And he was like, "I'ma have you naked" or something. He was like "Psych" or something like that.
No, I think the problem with that is Justin didn't have Janet's back. He didn't.
Right. And then for him to bring it up again in his own Super Bowl performance was whack.
Okay, I remember now. I had to think about it. I was like,
I was like,
what are you talking about?
Come on, Jay, catch up.
I was bored during his performance. It was hard for me
okay.
to pay attention.
That's your opinion. I don't think it was a bad performance. Well, I don't think it was a bad performance, but I think it was very, very shady for him to allude to that debacle that happened. Something that was all his fault. Something that, like you said, he didn't have Janet Jackson's back in the day. He even joked about it in interviews, and his career took off, and Janet Jackson's career declined.
And Damita Joe was supposed to be Janet's comeback album.
Right. I love that Kanye West produced song, I Want You. That's one of my favorite.
Underrated track.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite
All Night,
songs.
Don't Stop. Man, if that song if she wasn't blacklisted, that song easily would have went #1.
I agree, even though I didn't like that song very much.
The music video
was good. The video was good.
But that album was supposed to be a comeback album, and the numbers were actually pretty good for somebody who's been blacklisted, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it still did 3 million worldwide, but that's low numbers for a Janet album.
Right.
Especially when the album sales were still doing well at that time.
Shout out to Pink for doing that amazing tribute to her a few years ago.
Who?
Pink. Pink did a tribute to Janet Jackson a few years ago.
You talking about for the MTV?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, I remember. That's just a testament of the amazing performer that she is. And why hasn't she performed at the Super Bowl? I mean, has she been asked and she turned it down, you think?
Actually, she was asked.
Okay.
For this previous year.
All right. Now, then that makes sense. And shout out to her for turning it down, too.
She turned it down. Just Rihanna turned it down as well.
Right. No, Rihanna did. I didn't. But I'm glad that they at least...
Actually turned, Maroon 5 was basically like the only ones that were left.
Right. I guess let me explain. Like I appreciate her turning it down to stand up for what she believed in.
There was a lot of contract work too that was apparently taking too long for something like that.
Oh, so you think?
And she said screw it, and she was already on tour anyway, so.
Oh, so it wasn't so much for her to.
It was. I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with it, but it was.
Did it have a lot to do with it just so that she can protect her image, or did it have a lot to do with it because of her heart?
I can't speak on that.
Okay.
Because I don't know how she feels about that whole NFL situation anyway.
How do you feel about the whole NFL situation?
We're talking about Colin Kaepernick, right?
Yeah.
I stand with Colin Kaepernick, but the problem is I don't think everybody else stands with him. I mean, you can kneel all you want to, but the reality is most of the football players are black, and they're not going to stop playing the football game because that's where they get most of their money from. So,
right.
I mean, if you really want to take a stand, I mean, we will all stop. I mean, I'm not a football person anyway. I'm more of an NBA guy. So, but if black people really want to make a change, all black people start watching football.
I mean, and
that hasn't happened. I mean, a lot of people have.
A lot of black people did stop watching, and not just black people.
White people too.
Yeah, a lot of people that agree with that stance stopped watching it.
But it's like you say you're gonna do something and then y'all end up changing your mind. When I say y'all, I mean the majority of, especially our race.
Yeah.
We never stick to something. With it. Just like the whole Gucci situation. Snoop Dogg put the video out saying like, oh y'all stop banning Gucci now. I can go back to wearing it. So you basically just doing it for the clout. That's why I don't think
Snoop Dogg needs clout.
I just these celebrities. I just feel like they should be doing stuff just because of the trend and jump on the bandwagon. And I mean, again, that's a whole nother conversation. We focus on Pink right now, but
yeah.
Like I said, she probably could feel that way, but Maroon 5, knowing how Adam Levine is, he wants the spotlight. It's more of Adam Levine and his friends. Yeah. It's not even Maroon 5. They don't sound like a band anymore to me. They stopped sounding like a band once Moves Like Jagger took off. As soon as that song became a huge hit, I knew they was gonna sell out.
Which that song sucks.
And
Boy.
what do you know? What the next album was called? Overexposed. I'm like, perfect description of how y'all are right now. So
shout out to PJ Morton.
He's talented. I like him.
Yeah.
He's a Grammy Award winning artist.
Who won the Grammy with the amazing Yebba. Shout out to Yebba.
Yep.
Definitely gonna talk about her later on. I think she is working on getting close to finishing a project, so I'm excited about that. I think I saw that on Instagram. But yeah, I was very, very happy to see her go up there and accept that award with PJ Morton. Great song. Shout out to the Bee Gees, 'cause that was their song, and PJ Morton just reimagining it. That was amazing.
I was trying to see him on tour in Durham, but it was sold out.
Yeah, his shows get sold out quickly, which is
that's a good thing for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think that he could do that without the Maroon 5 name attached to him? Because now I've noticed that.
I think now we can.
Because I've noticed now though that he promotes that he says like PJ Morton of Maroon 5. It may not, of course, I don't think it was his choice. It probably was his management choice to do that. But
it was
yeah,
more management, I think.
Yeah, I noticed that recently.
They didn't say that at the Grammys though.
No, it just recently. I guess I think he's getting ready to go on tour again, and I noticed that it said PJ Morton of Maroon 5.
I honestly think he can leave that out. I
think so too.
Especially the black community, we know who he is.
Yeah. I agree.
Like I said, I think Adam Levine, that's more his thing. Now, I'm not saying that PJ Morton is not a part of the group, but
yeah,
I'm just calling it like I see it. I know he's the lead singer and everything, but it just sounds more like him. Which I'm surprised he ain't went solo, but I kind of put him and Ryan Tedder in the same space as far as the lead singers off of groups. But Ryan Tedder already spoke on it, is saying that he doesn't want to go solo, even though he features as a solo artist on some people's songs. But
he's written for everybody.
He said he does not want to go as a solo artist. So, I love One Republic. I think they're very talented, underrated, but talented.
Yeah, for sure.
And Ryan Tedder is one of the best songwriters out there.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the best in the industry right now. Let's go back to Pink though. So how would you rate this album out of 10?
A 6.5.
6.5. Okay. I think based on what I heard, I'd give it a 7.
7?
Yeah. It was produced very, very well.
Kind
of like Kelly Clarkson's album is just, whoever was the sound engineer, great. They made Pink sound probably better than she's ever sounded.
I agree. She sounds amazing. I never, question her vocals. Her
vocals
always...
And then when I say that, I'm not saying that her...
Yeah, I'm not talking about,
talking
about studio-wise.
Right. The studio-wise, like the way they really made her voice sound amazing on this album.
The vocal producer, whoever did that one.
Yeah.
Was there any songs that... what's your any standout songs that you liked or?
I like the song that she did with Khalid, which is the title track.
Hurts to Be Human.
Yeah, and I liked the first song, Hustle. I thought that was a great way to start the album. I like Courage, and I like the song that she did with Chris Stapleton, like you said, Love Me Anyway. So yeah, we pretty much said the same songs,
right.
But you really liked what was the other one?
Circle Game.
And, Circle Game.
Last song of Your Life. Yeah, like overall, I was expecting it not to be this good, I guess, because of the horrible album cover. But if that album cover was a lot better, I guarantee that album probably would have sold more than it did its first week. But I think the crazy thing is she's still touring off her last album. So I was wondering how she would. I guess she's gonna add some of the new songs to what she's already doing, because she's still promoting the Beautiful Trauma album.
Interesting.
That's why I was surprised when she was coming out with a new album this time. I thought she would have released it like later in the year or next year.
That's a good point. I wonder why she did that. It probably would have been better for her to just ride
That's what
the
I'm
Beautiful
saying,
Trauma
but-
wave. Because you're right. Is she still on tour now?
Mm-hmm. And Beautiful Trauma came out toward the end of 2017, but the tour started in 2018, which was last year.
Yeah, it says that the Beautiful Trauma tour is set to end on November 2nd
Yeah,
of this year. That's crazy.
she extended the tour, added more dates to it.
So it sounds like this album was just kind of stuff that she recorded and let's just release it.
I think it's maybe she's trying to get out of her contract.
You know that you're probably right.
You know the record.
Yeah,
was
why
like,
would you? Yeah, why would you?
Why would you release another album?
Yeah, while you're still touring on your old one that came out in 2017. You got
That's my only thing.
That's a good point.
The record label was like, well, let me put out this album just to
get
knock down how many albums. I don't know how many albums she owes them, but.
Well, we'll have to check back and see if she gets out of her record deal.
I mean, for the most part, RCA, I mean, I've said this before, I'm not a fan of them. But they have been treating Pink pretty well for the most part. They've supported her career. And
maybe not. She's
why you say that?
Because she's randomly releasing albums. And
yeah, well, I mean, that's why when I saw the album cover, I was like, oh man, this is going to be rushed. And why is she releasing an album while she's still on tour with her last one? It's not like she did pull the Ariana Grande when Ariana Grande released 2 albums, but still called the tour the Sweetener Tour, but she's promoting both albums at the same time.
I know. Well, maybe she was taking a page out of Ariana's book. But Ariana had 2 good projects, though. Like,
No,
really
she
good
had
projects.
One good project.
Sweetener was a good project. It had a different, slightly different sound. Her and Pharrell made magic with that album. I don't care what you said. That album was good. And honestly, it was better than...
It's better than Thank You Next.
Yes. Thank You Next is great. It's really, really good. Except for the song Thank You... Well, Thank You Next... Thank You Next grew on me a little bit, but that 7 Ring song,
that's trash.
That is trash. Throw that
it's
in the
finally
trash.
about to be out of the top 10 on the Hot 100.
I don't
it's
even...
about time.
Well, though, I do know. The only reason why it was in the top 10 is because it's Ariana Grande.
Yeah, she's at a Rihanna status now where she could just put out anything and it'll become a hit. Like that break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored song. I mean...
She's been in that status, though.
Who, Ariana Grande?
Yeah. The only thing, she's never had a #1 hit until Thank You Next. But all of
And
pretty
now,
much
and now
anything.
we all know that's based because of
Yeah,
she's
because
talking about.
oh yeah, she did the.
It's not because of the song is great because it ain't.
Right, it's not. It's not a great song, but yeah, she definitely, her team, boy, they play that one correctly.
That was strategically playing right there.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Because I mean. I'm still surprised that was her first #1 hit, because she's had a lot of pretty much any single that she's released has been in the top 10.
I'm trying to
Most
think
of them.
what songs
The song that she did
that
with
she really should have went #1. I know Breathing should have been #1.
You love that Breathing song.
Way better than that God Is a Woman song.
Vocally, God Is a Woman.
Yeah, vocally, God Is a Woman.
Sounds great.
Yes.
I mean, the song. I just don't like God Is. I just don't like that. That title.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's.
I understand what you're saying.
But I mean, the song sounded good though, and the lead single was Right Now I'm in a state.
No Tears Left to Cry.
Yeah, No Tears Left to Cry.
I'm surprised that didn't go #1.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm
not surprised that didn't go #1.
Okay.
I like the song, but I'm not surprised that it didn't go #1. And actually, the reason why I like the song is because I heard a cover by Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus did a cover of that song. She stripped it down, she slowed it down, and it sounded amazing. And even Ariana loved it. She commented on it and was like, "Wow, that was great." And it was like it really was. And it really made me really connect more to the lyrics of that song rather than Ariana's poppy version.
Well, it was still like a 90s vibe, what I got from it. I think that's why I liked it.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that. But I would say the song that she did with Iggy should have been a number one. It was number two.
I'm trying to figure out who blocked her from the top spot. Because that was a year.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that was during the VMAs. I remember they opened up the show.
Yeah, I felt like that song sounded like a hit. It was a good pop record, and
Iggy Azalea blocked her.
that is right.
Because she had her.
Yeah, exactly.
Fancy was number one at the time. Okay.
And I like Problem better than Fancy.
But Fancy just had, it was just catchy and.
I felt like both of them were really catchy. Well, I guess that's why they occupied the number one and number two spot. I thought for maybe 1 week Problem would have picked up to the number one, but it never did. But yeah, here we go going off on tangents again.
We went from Pink's album to Ariana Grande's album, which came out like months ago.
Yeah, but I think Pink would be fine. I think this project was a little rushed. Now that we've actually talked about it a little bit more, and I didn't realize that she was still touring based off of the last album. So maybe she was taking a page out of Ariana Grande's book, or maybe she's trying to get out of her deal with RCA. But I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We'll see, but like I said, it was a better album than what I expected it to be. So I mean, but that album cover alone just tells me that it was rushed. So. But we're gonna get off of that. Like, the album cover is horrible, but it's still worth a listening to. So I mean,
yeah, definitely listen to it. Check it out. Very, very well produced. Very, 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 very well produced, and just showcase Pink as being the amazing vocalist that she is. So yep, that will conclude this episode of the J vs. Trail podcast. Thank you very much.